Hello, wonderful people of the internet. It's Shadows Girl 1920 here, and we are here on the Tree7 server. So, I've kind of briefly touched on it a couple of times in other episodes of other series, but we've been invited to another server. So, yeah, here we are. Now, for a lot of the people on here, this is their 7th season. But for me, it's my first. And I'm feeling pretty happy about being invited onto the server, of course. And I did a little bit of recording this morning with the launch. I was a little bit late, but I mean, I got on. The audio's a bit bad, but I'll still show you guys what happened.
Wow, someone's made a house already.
Ricky's in the nether.
Oh, gee.
Ricky.
Someone's in a rush.
Ricky wants a beacon by midnight.
Oh, always.
Oh, guys, now you know what it's like playing with this guy.
Sorry.
Jackson, I've got some meat here.
Ooh,
I got
please.
some serious block lag.
Yeah, it started to lag a lot now.
I owe you my life.
It's probably because we're spreading out.
Keep that in mind later.
Oh gosh. Did I just sell
It's
my
probably
soul to
because I
Loki?
loaded up the nether.
Oh,
You'll
good
have,
point,
makes
you'll
Ricky.
have the dragon dead by morning.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And then I probably won't show much footage of this, but I did end up streaming, which was fun for the first half, and then there were a lot of trolls for the second half. Yeah, so I'm swearing off Twitch for a wee while. So I won't be doing that again for a while. However, oh, who's staying here? The tree hovel. What's this? Sorry, I had to spend some time offline for work and stuff. Oh, it's an AFK fish farm. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I haven't, although people-wise with the people on the server, they've been great. I haven't actually had the greatest start to the server. And, yeah, poor life decisions and all that. Yeah, so we're going to head off to my place now, which unfortunately is in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And I'll see you guys there. Okay, guys, so this right here is the location of what will be our permanent base once we're set up. All through here, I'm going to wipe out the forest roughly in this sort of circumference, and then enough for a path out to this tiny plains biome, where you can just see behind my tree farm I've got some, I've got a crappy little oak starter house, and yeah, we're going to build something huge. Now we're going to have a lot of underground build as well, but a lot of it's going to be above ground. In fact, if possible, it's going to go almost to block limit. Yeah, I do need to spend some time in a creative testing world to see if it's feasible, to see if I can get the scale looking right, and see what sort of palette I want before I start resource gathering. But yeah, watch the space. And oh, right now we're living here we've got sheep, which and one cow. I need to find another cow so we can breed them. Oh no. I forgot to cap off the roof at the tree farm. Well, that's going to be fun to take down. Yeah, the other thing we do need to do at some point, I haven't found diamonds, so I haven't gotten around to doing it yet, is we need to set up a nether portal. However, not only do I need diamonds for that, I also just need to know where the nether portal is and where the nether hub is, and I also need to know how to set up a nether hub. I've never done it before. So, yeah. But I'm sure it'll get figured out. Yeah. Alrighty. So, I think I'm going to do some mining and I'll time-lapse that. Just because that Twitch stream really took it out of me. I've been sitting in front of my computer all day, really. We'll see if we can find some diamonds. And then, yeah. Well, alright guys, I'll get mining and I'll see you soon. Guys, so we've spent a long time mining. Seriously, I don't think I'm in the most productive area. Between the live stream and then my mining time lapse, which I've done over the course of 2 days, I've spent probably about 6 hours underground. Some of it was mucking around and things like that, like putting ladders in so I can get up and down my mine shaft easier, but this is what we've got. Now I have wasted about half a stack of iron on armor and maybe close to a stack because we have been burning through those pickaxes, but we have our diamond pickaxe, so when we're ready to make a nether portal we will do so. Until then I'm actually going to be using the nether portal at spawn if we need to get there, because I don't want to have to build a nether portal and then tear it down on both sides so I can actually create a nether hub portal. So we're going to leave that until I actually know what I'm doing. But yeah, tons of redstone, and if anyone on the server needs that, I'm not likely to use it anytime soon. So yeah, also we're running out of chest space quite quickly, so we're going to have to fix that too. Yep. And also I've just cooked up some potatoes because we've been hurting for food lately. But yeah, now our next thing on the game plan, actually I might just eat so I can regain some health. Our next thing on the game plan is to actually create a slightly more aesthetically pleasing starter house, because sheep on the mushrooms, we're going to be in it for a while. Building the main base is going to be a project that'll last us weeks, if not closer to a month. But somewhere in this tiny little plains biome, the tiniest plains biome I've ever seen outside of an island, we're going to build just a nice wee starter house, very similar to the one we built in the All Achievements Challenge. And oh, it's getting to night time. But yeah, as I explained, we're building a tower that's going to block limit, because in the top of the tower we're going to be building a mob dropper. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so give me a wee bit to get some resources together. Oh, wee bit of a lag thing, and I'll get back to you with the floor plans of our starter house. Alright, see you soon guys. Yeah, okay, so that happened. We're actually getting a lot of this. Dark oak biome. They're not kidding when they mean dark. Yeah. Just spamming torches. This is my life now. Okay guys, so I think I've got enough stuff. Oak wood, dark oak wood. Yeah. So we're gonna rip down this atrocity. We're gonna leave the bed in its place for now, because it's not quite night time and I don't want to be stuffing up my spawn if I decide to fall to my death or get shot by a skeleton. So yeah, so I'll get now that I've taken all this down, I'll clear out the ground around here. I'll probably take out the next couple of trees and then I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so I've cleared out some space and we're gonna have a little 13 by 9 area to build our house in. It's going to be single story, really basic. We might end up chucking our storage in the roof again, because I really liked that about the house in our All Achievements Challenge, and it's generally what I do for starter houses and sometimes full playthrough houses when I play survival. Obviously we're in a server, so we get to get our build on and get showing off and stuff. But yeah, I'm happy with this. This will be a nice wee starter house. We're going to have the front doorway just a little bit back, obviously. And then we're going to live in it, essentially. Fill it up with chests mostly until we can clear this area out and start terraforming and all that fun stuff. Because although I've shown this already in this episode, we actually have a huge area to clear. Once I can get up the tops of the trees. Here we go, this is how I get up. Yeah. If we stand on this tree here, I should be able to show the full zone. So we're going to be clearing from about here around back, just skimming the front of that mountain. I'm going to clear the trees off it because I'm actually going to be building custom trees around the build for height. We're going to have big trees coming off this mountain and around the base of it and around the base of the tower. But we're going to be clearing out a huge amount of space. This build is going to have a large footprint, otherwise it's not going to look right reaching block limit. Because if we have a look, standing here, we're at y equals 78. So we've got 150-ish blocks 170-ish blocks of didn't mean to do that. There we go. Hit the right buttons. We've got about 170-ish blocks of height to cover. As I said, hostile mob farm in the top. This will be a redstone one. I'm going to have to do some learn me some redstone, which is actually my goal for this series. I'm going to do everything redstone. This is my Shadows Girl learns redstone and fails miserably multiple times trying to do epic stuff series, essentially. That is not a good name for a series. We'll just stick with Tree7. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be all that bad. So what was that in chat? Nothing. Okay. Sorry for the coughing. I have been sick. And yeah, just life hasn't been fun for me lately. But everything's improving at all times, so yeah. I've done messed up somehow. That should be there. So that can go there. This needs to come out by a block. And then we put another one here. Yeah. So very narrow entranceway. But it'll give some height variation to the roof. Yeah. No. Right. I just want to get the floor plan busted out and then I'll build up the framework. Because we can always knock out all the windows afterwards and work on detail. Now, this doesn't have to be pretty. It's just a starter house. But I kind of want it to look at least a little bit nice. Alright. So yeah, now that it's been about a day since the launch of the server, I can actually genuinely say I am really excited to be on here. By the time you guys see this video, the server will have been live for 2 days because that's just the way my schedule works. My extra content for the launch was meant to be, oh goodness, was meant to be the live stream, and of course we're just going to stop talking about the live stream. I might make these dark oak as well, so we've got a bit of color variation on the inside of our house. Yeah. Alright guys, I know you can't really see much with the chests and furnaces in the way and stuff, but that will get moved once we've got this all built up. But this is the start of what we've got. I mean, we've got a little bit of depth there. We've got what I'm doing with the roof sorted. There's a zombie over there. Die! Bloody set me on fire. Oh, who do you think you are? Alright. So now we're going to get up on the roof. Now I'm thinking less of a hard 45-degree style roof and more of a nice arched roof. Not one that peaks away from the building like what I'm building in Fullcraft, just one that goes straight up, but just a bit more shape. So it comes up and then over in more of a arch than a slope. I hope you guys understand what I'm meaning. I'm terrible at this whole explaining my builds thing. Alright, dirt. We need scaffolding. And we need some more cobblestone. There we go. Now I'm thinking about dark oak for the, yeah, definitely dark oak for the roof itself with the cobble trim. That way we've got some colour variation from our oak wood walls. But yeah, rambling a bit now, so we'll get up and we'll get this roof sorted. So this may look familiar for anyone who's ever seen anything done by Grian or Wells Knight. It's definitely a very popular roof style amongst the medieval builders, but I really do like it. And it took me forever to work out how to do it. So I get very proud of myself very quickly when I do build it. Yeah. Oh, ow. But essentially, yeah, it's just adding a little bit of extra height. Here we go, over, that, yep, oh, more damage taken. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I can dig it. That looks okay. Yeah. Okay guys, so this is going to be the final roof shape. I will cap it off with some cobble slabs as well, but I'm pretty happy with it. Now, it isn't quite as narrow and tall as I see a lot of builders do when they build these styles of roofs. I have kind of rounded off the top a wee bit more than other people would, but I like it. And it'll give us enough room to use that roof area as a second story for storage. So we should be able to bunker down in here for a wee while before we have to move on with our lives. So yeah, we'll put away, there we go. We'll put away the spare cobble stairs. We'll hold on to that because we're going to need some planks. We'll need that for scaffolding. Alright. Yep. Now we just need a ton of dark oak stairs. And probably a stack and a bit of planks as well. Yeah, if you can't tell, my math isn't exactly the most precise thing in the world. Well, I think that might be enough, maybe. Only one way to find out. Okay, guys. So we've got kind of a dipped roof going on now. That's actually the first time I've done that particular roof shape. So I hope it's looking okay. Yeah, I mean, it works. I know it could be better, but I like it. And it's a good start on a new technique for me. Now, with the wizard house, we're actually going to be stepping away from peaked roofs in this sense. with the wizard tower, we're going to be using large circular cone type roofs. So that's going to be fun to put together. It's not the first time I've done a roof like that, but it'll be the first time I've done it on that scale. Either way, it should be fun. So I think the next thing we want to do is see if we've got any sand, because I need to knock out some windows. If we don't have any sand, we're off for a trip to the nearest beach or desert, and that could be a bit of a hike. So let's have a look. Yep, out of all of the things I did collect, obviously sand wasn't one of them. Okay everybody, so we've got some glass smelting up, so we're gonna knock out some windows now, which I don't know, should we go for too high? I think too high works. Okay everybody, so we have our beautiful houses finished. Now I think the only thing we need to do is find a second cow, build a separate pen for the cows, breed them up, and get some item frames made. I'm also well on my way sugarcane wise to getting a enchanting table and bookshelves, which I think will have to fit in the upstairs, but I've decided to change my mind. I'm keeping all my storage and smelting downstairs because there's just a little bit more room for the chests, because these here are full blocks. But the way I have constructed the downstairs, all of this is half slabs, so that works out a bit better. So the bed's up here. We should be able to fit, yeah, we should be able to fit 15 bookshelves and an enchanting table in here. And yeah, again, it's a starter house. It's us cramming everything into as little space as possible until we can build the big house. So, between episodes, I'll continue harvesting crops and breeding up animals and all that fun stuff. And I'll move all of the gear from these two chests into those chests. And then the starter house will be finished. I might do a little bit of gardening around it. Some bone meal, plant some flowers, maybe put some... what was that? And then I'll put maybe some flower pots around some of the windowsills up on the walls here. You know, I love these windows. They were annoying to get in because that whole structure for the windows is 3 blocks steep. But it looks great. It's a build style I haven't actually used in a very long time to build the rounded windows like that. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't know why I stopped doing it. Alrighty, and I'm rambling again. Okay guys, so it's been a bit of an up and down first 2 days on the server, but I can say I'm happy with what I've completed now. We've been mining, we've got diamonds, we've got a ton of iron, we've got armor and iron tools and a diamond pickaxe. You know, it's not too bad. So I'm going to leave it here and say that that's all I've got time for today, guys. If you like the video, then hit the like button, and if you like my channel, then please subscribe. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll think about Twitch. Links will be down in the description below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!